Hello friends. Welcome to my channel. In today's video we will discuss 13 signs of incompatibility in a relationship. As a couple, you both have been fighting a lot. There is the irritation, the quibbling and the nagging. Your safe space does not feel so safe or peaceful anymore. If this discomfort reigns prominently, you have perhaps entered an incompatible relationship. Incompatibility means that each person in a relationship has different views or desires that don't match. An incompatible relationship refers to a connection where two individuals are fundamentally mismatched, making it challenging for them to coexist harmoniously. Compatibility is something intangible that can affect the relationship between you two. Loving your partner cannot be enough every time, as you will need to have compatibility with your partner to stay with that person for your whole life. When you are thinking long-term and want to spend the rest of your life with your partner, you should make sure that the two of you are compatible with each other and know how to take each other's side. If you are not compatible enough with your partner, it can cause severe issues in your relationship. In an incompatible relationship, every passing day with your partner might feel more and more depressing, and you will start to lose yourself. So, it is better to understand whether you and your partner are compatible at an initial stage so that you can either work on it together as a team or move on to lead a better life. Addressing incompatibility in a relationship early on is crucial for several reasons. Ignoring or avoiding the issue can increase resentment, misunderstandings, and prolonged unhappiness. By acknowledging and discussing incompatibilities, there is an opportunity to find compromises, adapt, or determine if the relationship is viable in the long term. Early intervention allows for open communication, the possibility of seeking counseling or therapy and making informed decisions about the relationship's future. 13 signs that show you and your partner are not compatible. Number 1. Different intellectual levels. If one partner is a doctorate graduate and the other is a dropout, this can be one of the signs of incompatibility in a relationship. Intellectual differences might be ignored at the start of the relationship as they enjoy each other's company and traits. But once they pass this phase, both members of the couple can realize how different they are because of their educational attainment. Nevertheless, this is not one of the potential signs that couples are incompatible. Number 2. You cannot handle arguments. Arguments are common in a relationship. You and your partner are two different human beings with different individuality. So, it is quite normal that you will have arguments on different topics. You will need to understand how often you guys are getting into an argument. If you are not compatible with each other, you will start fighting more often. It can be once a week or even more than that, depending on your incompatibility level. The more incompatible you are, the more often you will have arguments. In most cases, when two people are not compatible with each other, they don't know how to handle arguments. If your love becomes stronger with every argument, it is a good sign for both of you, but if the arguments cross certain bars and they start scratching your soul, you will need to worry. An incompatible couple might fight dirty using abusive words and usually refuse to listen to each other. Even when you are in an argument, you should understand the point of view of your partner. If you are not understanding your partner at all and the fights are becoming more and more abusive with every passing day, you will need to work on it. It is a clear sign of incompatibility in a relationship. Number 3. You start losing yourselves. A strong relationship is one which helps both the persons in that relationship to grow in a positive way. If you are in an incompatible relationship, with time, you will start losing yourself. Either your self-esteem will go down, or you will start being rude and judgmental or something else. Sometimes, people can even get anxiety issues and panic attacks when an incompatible relationship becomes extremely toxic. a relationship can have a great effect on a person's psyche. So, dealing with constant issues and insecurities can affect a person's mental health in several ways. You might start distancing yourself from your friends and family members, or you can even stop living your life the way you used to live before. They all are signs that you are not in a healthy relationship. Number 4. They prefer friends over you. Spending time with friends is crucial for all of us. But have you been feeling that your partner prefers hanging out with friends over being with you, all the time? Would they rather be out drinking somewhere instead of lounging in pajamas with you? If yes, then it is among the signs of an incompatible relationship. Being around friends is an escapade that a person may seek constantly when the relationship loses its thrill. A partner could also venture out more while trying to escape a controlling relationship. Number 5. Both are headstrong. If only one person is stubborn in the relationship, it should not be considered one of the signs of incompatibility. But the relationship's future might not be promising if both are stubborn. That is because some stubborn people find it hard to admit they are wrong or apologize. Number 6. You have vastly different schedules. It's one thing if you like to go to bed at 10 p.m. while your partner likes to go to bed at midnight. But if you have wildly different schedules, it can create major roadblocks in a relationship. After all, you can't really expect to get to know each other, much less stay connected, if you aren't ever awake at the same time. Dedicating times to see each other may make this problem less of an issue, but both partners need to be willing to make time for each other. This can also become a problem if one partner's sleeping habits affects the others. When we don't get enough sleep, we tend to be short-tempered, have increased anxiety or mood swings, and this can impact your connection with your partner. Although different sleep schedules may not directly cause a breakup, it can contribute to the demise of a relationship. Number 7. You have insecurities. It is one of the most vital signs that people often confuse with healthy jealousy. If you are with a partner who is perfect for you, you will not have any insecurities. Again, insecurity is different from healthy jealousy. If you feel like breaking down when you see your partner hanging out with their friends or colleagues, that is when you know that you are becoming extremely insecure. Same with your partner. Trust is the foundation of every relationship, and if you can understand that there are trust issues between you and your partner, it is time to work hard on this issue. You and your partner should complete each other, and you should not start assuming that your partner is going to cheat on you. It not only breaks the foundation of the relationship but also starts breaking a person from the core. You have to understand that your partner can have friends, talk to other people, and still can be your better half. If you have serious trust issues with your partner and start getting abusive whenever you see your partner with any of their friends or family members, you understand that there is a hollow space between both of you that can never be fulfilled unless you work hard on that. Trust issues and insecurities are clear signs of incompatibility. Number 8. Love is missing. When you see your partner, does your heartbeat increase? Maybe this was the situation before, but the love might have changed or eroded. Even though many people think it is one of the obvious signs of emotional or sexual incompatibility in a relationship, they still choose to stay. It could be because this relationship has been their comfort zone. Most choose to go through emotional incompatibility rather than make a change. Number 9. You have different self-care and health habits. A lifestyle incompatibility can extend to physical activity and other forms of self-care, as well. While you and your partner don't have to do yoga together every morning at 6 a.m., vastly different approaches to health and wellness could leave you feeling like you aren't on the same page. For instance, if you're someone who likes to meditate at night and practice gratitude each morning, It might frustrate you to be with someone who hits snooze on weekdays and marathon watch Netflix before bed. For some, tension can occur when one partner wants to help the other partner become healthier, when they're perfectly happy with the way their life is. Number 10. You have different levels of emotional intelligence. In order to be compatible, it's also important for your emotional intelligence to line up. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand what other people are saying and how what they are saying is impacting them emotionally. Being able to read and accurately perceive how someone is feeling, and being able to act on that knowledge in a pro-social way, is emotional intelligence. This is key if you want to be truly happy, as it plays into listening skills and how you handle arguments. If you aren't on the same page, you'll likely struggle to understand each other. Number 11. You have different arguing styles. Fighting in a relationship is inevitable, and even the most compatible couples have their share of issues. But couples who have different styles of arguing may have a tougher time overcoming issues than others. For instance, if one of you is the type to yell and blow up, while the other shuts down, it'll be hard to get to the root of any problem. Soon, arguments and hurt feelings will start to pile up, and you might decide it's just easier to go your separate ways. Number 12. Wishing for change. If you cannot accept your partner for who they are, we can treat it as one of the most evident signs you are not compatible with your partner. But forced change is different from nudging each other for the better. You might be incompatible with your partner if something about them upsets or irritates you, and accepting it is out of the question. Number 13. You have different alone time requirements. Companionship is obviously a big part of relationships. Some people need to spend more time with a partner than others. It really does help if this need matches up. For instance, if one person is more independent, the partner who isn't might feel like their partner doesn't enjoy spending time with them. In the same way, a more independent person might feel smothered by their partner's constant need to spend time together. If you're someone who likes being with your partner a lot, just know that having some space in a relationship doesn't have to be a bad thing. If you do it right, chances are you will find having a little distance makes you feel more grateful for each other and even bring you closer together. Facing the truth about your relationship is never easy. It's especially hard if you've been together for a long time and you've only just noticed that you've grown apart. All said, 100% compatibility in a relationship is a myth. People are different and sometimes, these differences are attractive. The drastic habits, however, can lead to incompatible relationships. That brings us to the question, as we all bat for love, can incompatible relationships work? Sure, but be ready for a lot of real work on yourself.